So at this point, I just like to talk about the elephant in the room, because I've been doing this long enough to know what you're thinking. And you're thinking, do I really have to write those SOPs now? The procrastinator in you is talking to you, right? I don't have the time. My company is just too small. My processes can't be documented. After all, I am the business. I'm the creative genius. So I can translate that into step-by-step procedures. And for those of you who are thinking that, I want you to think of the equivalent business on Madison Avenue, or the law firm, or the architectural firm, or the marketing firm, who is huge and hugely successful, and the partners have figured out how to delegate that to their subordinates. If you remember from last time, you can't standardize that creative spark, but everything around it you can. There is a creative process. Also, you're thinking, okay, I'll do it next month. I'm going to put it off a little bit. And I know that focusing on process excellence runs counterintuitive to the psychology of the typical entrepreneur. Because when you first went into business, what was the only thing you cared about? Marketing, right? Because it just didn't make sense to focus on anything else. If you couldn't fill your funnel, why bother, right? So marketing, you started to focus on marketing. And then once you found some traction, you were forced to think about accounting and finance, right? Because you needed to fill out your tax return, or you needed a loan and you had to fill out a loan application, right? The last thing that entrepreneurs think about typically is management, until they're starting to suffer growing and slowing pains. And for those of you who are larger, you're thinking, yeah, I wish I would have started this a little bit earlier in the progression of my business, because it would have been easier. So why do you need to write your SOPs now?